We'll see where Fred Brion go as far as the bottom lane is concerned, as the Seraphine is available. Could be in support, but as we just learned, could be played in mid lane as well. And Lava falling prey to it, of course. But let's see what they're going to be picking up alongside it. I'd expect an AD carry of some kind, as Kalista is a consideration. Don't know about the Kalista Seraphine synergy, but we'll see how it does work.
Kalista's range being pretty low makes it pretty difficult to snowball the lane and keep chipping away at something like an Aphelios Thresh, but it is going to be a strong lane, and there's a lot of kill potential with Olaf running down to the bottom side of the map. You have a really strong front line, and you're going to have a lot of healing, shields. Once the Moonstaff Renewer comes online, we are going to see a very similar game. Oh, Karma to counter it? Okay.
Oh my god! Whoa!
So many shields! Atlas, where are we going?
We were joking about this actually in the break. We're like, oh, it's just going to be one of these like mega healing and shielding type games. And yes, that's precisely what it was. I think the example was, you know, having a
Okay, this is going to be the first potential fight here, Atlas. Delight, he's kind of zoned out here actually, and he's about to lose vision. I don't know if he's going to be able to engage. They're so slow on this.
Well, Hoya's left the station now. In they go. So much chain CC as the Moonlight Vigil does come in to try and answer, but I don't know whether it's going to be enough. And Fred Brion tear them apart in the river. Beautifully done. And I believe they also lock themselves down the Rift Herald.
Yep. Umpty, massive damage in that fight. And I said, you know, I don't know if they'll be able to walk through. They're a little bit slow on this. I wanted to give a cast for Blessing so we'd see some action, right? That was definitely what happened there. As you see Rel attaching to an Olaf. And once again...
And let's see what they're going to be able to get done as we have a look at the choo-choo train up close.
Zooming in. That was part of it. The Rel engaged there as well. As I guess we're going to watch this in a more digestible format. Look at Umpty. He gets caught here, but just pops his ult. And then, boom, the Rel Attract Repel combined with the choo-choo train coming through. Arriving at...
Charm on top of it from Lava as well. Really nicely done.
Arriving at Wombo Combo Station. It's pulling up right on time.
Fantastic. That, I think the line has been extended since...
Teleport coming through very late here for Lava, actually, so they're going to break through that choke.
Yep. But positioning now is Umpty down to about half health.
Oh!
That huge shield as in goes the Rel. Delight once again. Fantastic, but the shockwave is good as well. Henna trying to get into position as in goes Hoya. In towards the back line. Lava trying to kite them out as best he can. Umpty takes the Drake, but they're going to lose out on the fight for the moment as Hoya gets angry, but he's already dead. And Henna's trying his best to escape, and he ain't going to be able to. Doran going to feed the kill over to Hybrid, and KT answer back very nicely.
I mean, that's a really nice setup to start the fight off with the light coming through. Magnet Storm is there. The follow-up charm, you know, gonna make it look like, okay, Fred Brion's got this fight 100%, but the shockwave comes through. The damage output is actually insane. And, you know, a bunch of summoner spells get blown in the...
A couple of Leandries picked up here from Dove and Doran. Of course, you don't have as much of the wave clear that you need on the Karma. You know, like if you go the Moonstar build, this Dove is dead. Umpty's going to be able to grab that one. Just barely didn't have his flash available.
Yeah, it's like coming online now. So that's actually a really nice timing. Really good call there to actually go for the engage, the gank. Because Lava has to use his ultimate.
The train is just going to pass through, but unfortunately there was someone on the tracks as we've started this one off. Charm lands onto a couple. Fate's Call gets the Rel out once again. As Zeus not able to do too much with the death sentence, but they are able to confirm the Drake, and KT grabbed their first of the game.
Yeah, this was very much a safe defensive engage for KT once again. I'm gonna watch this once again. Let's block.
Our observers just love the Scion ult.
Yep. I mean, they're trying to make this game interesting in any way they can too, you know? Nice flash there.
And Henna getting healed back up again. Yep, that Moonstaff, it's been put together as you guys know. Fate's Call does come down. That's a double charm to come through there as the Magnet Storm looks like it does a lot of damage. The follow-up, just beautiful, of course, by Fred Brion, is crushed is the Aphelios. Shockwave lands onto two. Good sidestep from Henna there, and Delight going to keep himself alive. And this Seraphine, man, like, these mid-games seem so difficult for anyone facing her, and I just don't know whether KT's comp can deal with it like the Fred at Brion comp did in game number 1.
Yeah, this was very, very much a positional issue for KT at the same time. Like, KT was like, okay, well, I didn't have the confidence to take the Baron fight, as we will have a Baron here attempted by Fred at Brion, and I think there's going to be no recourse. They're actually going to be able to get this Drake as well. Sumty is speeding it down. But they rotated bottom to look for that Mountain Drake fight, and they were way out of position.
Replay right as the teleport comes in, but you can break this one down for us as we do have it picture in picture. Looks like the Olaf. Oh, he might just die as we are going to hop out of this replay. Umpty going to get lit on fire. There's the flayback. He doesn't have his ulti just yet, but what is this?
Well,
Sterix needs a nerf. Oh, wait, it's going to get nerfed in 11.3. So, Olaf, you can have that one. He survives for quite some time and eventually does get taken down. And Breath of Wind is going to take this turret. And they do
and all these items completed, going to make it very difficult to kill him. Very difficult to kill anyone in this game, Atlas, as you could see here.
Yep, killing's not... Okay, that ulti is going to find the Aphelios in the backline. He's just thrown around like a ragdoll, taken out of the fight. And now, oh, the shockwave onto 4, but it just doesn't matter. The heals are just everywhere. Rel is going to fall down because I think the turret got angry as KT now relegated to their fountain. The inhibitor will fall down. You guys might have been lulling about that Baron power play, but now it's sitting at 2,000 for Fred at Brion, who turn it on.
They do. And, you know, maybe they're able to turn this into something more here. The back into teleport, they're actually looking to end the game.
Yeah, see whether they can, as Hoya's just a brick wall in front of this one.
Hybrid in 10.
He's got a shield for himself as his Bonnie throwing in with the Grand Skyfall, but he gets stunned as soon as he lands, and the Ragdoll Syndrome continues. The Pantheon just evaporates, but KT might have bought enough time. They lose a Nexus turret. Hook lands onto Hoya, but he's not exactly the target that they want. Hybrid still has to be respected, though, but they will throw into it. Doran over the wall, but not able to offer too much. And remember,
be careful here.
KT are lacking frontline. Decimating Smash over the wall as Hoya seems to have an infinite health bar. Bonnie's slowed down, and now the train comes forward. Oh, no. Look, that's a pretty big shield from Bonnie, but it's not going to quite be enough as in goes the Magnet Storm towards the backline. Hybrid trying to keep himself alive, but he's sucked back in and taken down. The Olaf just gigantic. Henna chasing after Doran, gets the double kill, and now Dove is running the wrong direction. Umpty's going to get on top of him, wants to pick up his axe, does so, and grabs the kill with the last one. Very nicely done, and Fred Preon will run towards the one last Nexus turret and win the series.
Going to be the second win of the season. Fantastic play in the later parts of this game. It was a crazy draft. It was a pretty wacky series. We got to see 2 Seraphine mids. But at the end of the day, this is a too sustainable of a comp, too safe of an engage, and Hybrid gets caught one too many times. That's the series going over to Fred at Brion, and this is a team that I feel really can grow and improve. We're seeing it already this season. I talked about it after Game 2. I really didn't think we'd be going into a 2-1 win for them. As get the cameras out, second moment this season. You've got to capture this win. This is going to be a night of LCK that everybody remembers. It was the dawn of the Seraphine mid. It was across the board for Fred at Brion in terms of how they controlled those late game team fights. It was a bit shaky in the mid game. There were some fights where they didn't have the damage, but it felt like the comp played itself. You know, it was pretty hard to mess it up later on in the game, and unfortunately Hybrid just got caught too many times. But what are you going to do? He's fairly low range on the Aphelios, and you're just not able to get the damage done you want to.